Okay, so welcome to the Kodak booth. My name is Herman. You've probably seen me on HGTV, House Hunters, My House is Worth What. I'm the host and creator of Habitat for Hermanity.com. It's my video blog, and I was able to ramp up 11,000 followers combined from Facebook and Twitter since, I think, February. Yeah, so if you look on the little Facebook counter there, I'm about to break 6,000. So follow me, and we'll break 6,000. And my Twitter is probably 6,000 too. All right, so how many of you video blog? Or do you even know what video blogging is? Oh, you do. You do. Tell me about that.
And photo blogging.
And photo blogging.
Yes.
Good. So what's been your experience with that?
Oh, it's been very, I think people enjoy seeing things versus reading everything.
Exactly.
A picture is worth 1,000 words.
A picture is worth 1,000 words.
And you get good Google juice from it
And
as
you
well.
get good Google juice. Very good. So a picture's worth 1,000 words, but a video's worth 1,000,000 words.
Yes.
Really. And so one person out of this entire crowd does video blogging. She's setting herself apart from all the competition. Why should you video blog? Reason number one, blogging, the old school blogging of just writing articles, it is so 5 years ago. So 5 years ago. No one has time anymore. People are writing like 10-page articles about stuff. Like, who has time, right? Everything, especially with Twitter now, 140 characters. People have no time. They want to read their first 5 sentences and go. That's the great thing about video blogging. You can access them really fast, get your message out, and brand yourself, right? And it sets yourself apart from other competitors. Not that we're all friends, right? We're all friends,
buddies.
right? We're all buddies. All right. So everyone, I'm sure at this point, and you should, is on Facebook, right? You're probably on Twitter. If not, that's fine. Okay. You have your little blog. You have your little website. You had someone build for you. That's not enough. Everyone does that now. And if you walk around this expo, you see there's a billion people vying for your business to get your social media. They're focusing on stuff that's kind of like a few years ago. Facebook and Twitter, and that stuff is important, but if you want to really be on the edge, it's video blogging. It really, really is, okay? It's going to cement your online presence. Because really, when people look at your website, they don't know anything from you. I mean, you can say you're this specialist and that specialist, that's what every realtor says. But really, until they actually meet you in person, they don't really know what you're about. And when you have a video blog, people already know you right away. When they call you, they've already decided to work with you. It's just amazing because people really decide on a realtor, not so much based on your sales records or whatever, because there's a billion top producers out there. It's who they get along with, who shares their real world view with them. So if they say, oh my God, that woman's a mother and she's, blogging about her kids and also selling and balancing work and open houses, I relate to that. So they're going to call that person up and say, oh, you know what, when you drop your kids off from soccer practice, can you come over and look at my house and give me an estimate? That's how it works, because you're already establishing a relationship with the consumer, visually and auditorily. So important. And the best thing about video blogging is cheap. It's very cheap, okay? With the advent of technology and also with internet speeds going faster and faster, you can just get a little, what is a Kodak ZI8? Yeah, ZI8, it's like 140 bucks. Simple thing, you just follow yourself around. You're already doing brokers tours and open homes already, so why not just shoot yourself for 30 seconds talking about what your day was like and then post it up? Really easy, really cheap, okay? Now me, I'm a superstar, okay? But I didn't always start this way because I book out a green room, I blog every week, I have a camera person, but I know if I just used a Kodak ZI8, it would be the same thing because people are not tuning into my little background or my cute little outfits. People are tuning in to me because of what I'm saying. It's my content, it's my personality. Yeah?
Yep.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice
Thank
try.
you. Yes. People think realtors make so much money, but they really don't. This is Hugo Boss actually. Oh no, it's Ross. Never mind. All right. So
Hugo Ross.
Google Ross, right. So what are some tips to effectively vlog? What's your best tip to vlogging?
Well, I don't do as much personally,
Okay.
but I've done dog park stuff and
Yes.
stuff in the community
Yes.
for people to
Right.
community videos.
Yes.
But I think the personal thing is good.
Yes, exactly. Because you know
And
what?
the Kodak Shearer does that.
I believe.
Can you do a video on the Kodak Shearer and then immediately send it to
Can you
Facebook?
do a Kodak? Can you shoot a
With the
video
new
on the Kodak
Kodak
camera
Shearer?
and then share it? I believe so. They told me you can just YouTube and Facebook it right away, right?
Yes, great.
Perfect. Great. Oh, you're ahead of the curve for me. Okay. So, what was your point again?
Well, if I just was curious, if the camera I just won, that you
Yes.
could take a video and immediately, because it does it with pictures, and I assume
It's
it
the
would
same
do it
thing.
with
It's all
video as
digital,
well.
right? Everything
Okay.
with the USB just uploaded. So,
So I could
okay.
be doing you now and then posting it to Facebook.
Yes, but I'll charge you royalty if you use me. Okay. All right, so she made a great point. She says she takes pictures of parks, the things about in the community stuff. And people like that. That means you're a local expert and whatnot. But make it a little personal. Talk about what you know. You know, if you're a short sale specialist and you're talking about luxury home, it's not going to jive. Especially when you look at your sales, you're going to end up looking like an idiot. So talk about what you know. Break where you're strong. Very, very, very key. Especially, you can't hide behind a video blog. When you write something, you can edit over and over again and have someone write it for you. But when you're talking about a subject which is how you're making your living and you're not coming off as an authority, it's going to be disastrous. So make sure you talk about what you know, okay? Make it personal. People love that. People nowadays, they don't want that veneer of old school realtors who, and I'm not trying to poop on old school realtors, but the times are changing. When the nose are up in the air and you're in this perfect veneer and you're just like, this facade, and people want you to be a little messed up a little bit. Humanize, right? So make that connection with the consumers out there. And most importantly, keep it short. People will turn you off in 30 seconds if you don't keep them interested. So video blogs, 1 to 2 minutes. Now I video blog about once a week, okay? But you don't have to do that much. Just a little clip, a 30-second clip introducing yourself online on a YouTube, that's all you really need. Just start off with that. And just the tone of your voice, how you approach things, how you say things, that is gonna resonate with someone out there versus just a bunch of gibble-gabble, okay? And then if you like what you're doing, do more video blogs, about the community or about God knows what. If you were able to hear all of that, you would know that I was just making a joke about I smell carbs. I'm saying I walk into an open house and I smell carbs because, cookies are supposed to evoke hominess and coziness. And I say, well, I don't know about you, but when I walk into an open house, I don't smell warm and cozy. I feel fat. So, but it's a joke. It's basically about relating to the client. I'm not against open house cookies. I love them myself because I always eat them all. Okay, yeah. So, open houses, I'm not against cookies. I love cookies, but it's about just creating content for your vlogs. They don't really care. They're just saying, what is her personality? What is she like? Can she laugh at herself? Can I work with this woman for the next 6 months every weekend of my life? They really don't. It's about that vibe you feel. When they leave that little 30-second clip of you, they want to say, oh, I like her. I want to work with her. And that's the key. Really, people don't remember 90% of what you're going to say. So, trust me, I've known listening presentations. Everything they don't forget except for the price, right? All right. All right. So, some tips. Another tip is have an opinion. Have an opinion. If you're putting yourself out there and letting it all hang out, you have to have such a strong opinion and point of view that people say, oh gosh, you know what, that's so interesting. And it's not whether or not they agree with you. It's not the point. Like, there's going to be someone who's a big carb fan and wants to do cookies every single day. That's fine, but it creates dialogue. Us realtors, we're so afraid of offending everyone. We're so afraid of saying, oh, what if this person says that about me, or what if I lose that? It's not about that. It's just so frivolous. Carbs, cookies, And the great thing is, when you engage your clientele, people will start twittering you. See these little buttons here I put here? So they're saying, oh my God, this guy's hilarious, or do you agree with this carb queen? And then they'll just populate it to all of their social media, and all of a sudden you're like going viral, And even if you don't go viral, even if they share it with 6 people, that's like 16 people who've seen your face and know that you're doing real estate and have a sense of humor. Now, P.S., if you don't have a sense of humor, because some of us realtors, we got a personality of a doornail, okay? Or dial tone. Yeah, that was not him, no. That's okay. If you're gonna come off more as an authority on graphs and statistics, fine. Maybe your clientele's engineers, that's fine. Talk about that stuff then, but you have to break where you're strong. Talk about what you know about. I know about comedy, I don't know about loans. I know I'm Asian, but I'm really bad at math, okay? So, all right. Lastly, engaging the viewer, right? Inviting them to participate. Say, at the end of every webisode, just say, email me, Facebook me, tweet me. You have to engage them. That's the whole point of social media. It's just not a one-way communication. You throw it out there. You have to invite them to talk back to you. And that's why it's okay to be a little insightful. And I mean incite meaning I-N-C-I-T-E. Be a little scandalous. It's okay, but within reason. Because they're going to email you back, and you're going to start this little thread, and you're going to go viral, and you're going to pick up other people who are going to orbit around that conversation and around your website. So, lastly, start off easy. Like I said, I spent so much time building my following. I was a late adopter. I was not a believer in Twitter and social media. I was just I was selling 30 homes a year by myself, no assistance, just doing the old school way, you know, calling people up in my sphere of influence. But I started doing this stuff, and I got 11,000 followers in February, since February. So, I mean, are they all gonna buy a house from me? Probably not. But I mean, even if 10 people buy a house from me, I'm happy. So give it a whirl.